Good day to you.
Are there any problems around here I might be able to help with?
Well, depends what you're willing to do. There was one troublemaker around here not long ago. We dealt with him. He was selling some relics he claimed were miraculous. But it was nothing but worthless trinkets. The villagers sent the bloody swindler packing so fast you couldn't see his heels for dust. All the way to Ledechko, I believe. I reckon he won't last long there either. And that's not all. You're from Skalitz, ain't you? You must know Fritz and Matthew, then. Them fellows need to learn some manners. They've been making mischief and folk are getting fed up with them. And it occurs to me... Of course, it's your own Skalitz folk need the most help. There's some of them at the monastery. I talked to Johanka a few times. She's working her fingers to the bone taking care of the injured ones there. I'm sure she'd welcome some good Samaritan who'd lighten her load. That's all I can think of. Take care now.
Father, when do you plan to return to St. James?
I beg your pardon. Why do you ask, my boy?
Your housekeeper, Agnes, is in Rattay and doesn't want to work for anyone else. She's waiting for your return.
So she survived. Thank the Lord. I prayed for her and all who suffered, but I'm not going back. Tell her I appreciate her concern, but to look out for herself now.
Take care now. The sun may burn, the sun may shine, but you will not wither, darling mine. The sun he hides behind the clouds, his heat goes cold and his fire goes out.
And my respects to you.
I'm looking for pieces of a sword that a pilgrim from the Holy Land was selling. Would you happen to know anything about it?
I would. Of course I would.
Well?
It's a load of tripe. Only a fool would have given that trickster a single groschen, and I'm no fool. How about you?
But if he lied about that sort of stuff, it would be a terrible sin.
Don't be so gullible, lad. That bastard never saw the Holy Land. Unless it was in a fresco.
They say you're the best blacksmith in the whole region. That metal you've tempered never breaks.
Ah, nothing but old wives' tales. Of course some of my pieces have broken, but only ever here, at the smithy.
No one's ever returned anything for you to rework, though, have they?
Not that I recall, but I can't remember everything.
Father was a blacksmith all my life. He always stoked up the furnace till it roared gently, and you could smell the heated iron. Then he plunged it into the water, and that was that.
Fine words, and no mistake. I do it a little differently. I heat until the metal is 2-3 shades short of bright yellow. I ease upon the bellows, and after a Lord's Prayer and a Hail Mary, off it goes into the water.
It's strange to think that I'll never help him out with it again. Our forge will stay burned out forever, unless I go back to the trade myself.
It would be a shame not to, lad. Working iron is a worthwhile thing. Godly. It makes life easier for folk. And, let's be honest, you can make a decent living doing it.
And is that all? There's nothing else you do with it?
Well, that depends. I heat it up again after that, but not so it starts to glow. I just hold it like this at the edge of the furnace for a while and then quench it again.
You quench twice?
Yes, although there's less quenching needed the second time, it doesn't get quite so hot.
And how does that help?
I don't rightly know. I found out about it by chance. I got caught short, needed to piss so bad I left the rod resting by the furnace by mistake. That's how I found out if you quench twice, it doesn't break as easily. No idea why, but I've tried it enough times to know it works.
I've heard it said that you're a warlock.
What? Why the fuck would they say that?
They say when you temper steel, you chant spells, and then nothing of yours ever breaks.
Spells? That's a good one. It's no spell, just a rhyme to time myself so I don't hold the steel hair too long.
I'd like to ask you about the tempering process.
And I'd say I've nothing much to tell you. You just need an eye for it and a furnace.
Let's stop talking about tempering.
Take care now.
Good health to you.
The Lady of Talmberg sent me. She wants me to find out why the crown's been delayed.
Through no fault of ours, I can tell you that. We had a large stone ordered for mounting on the crown, a beautiful Moldavite from South Bohemia that we had cut and polished in Prague. But, well, In short, the good merchant, Martin Wieseck, who was supposed to bring it from Prague, got lost along the way. It's like the ground swallowed him up.
Lady Stephanie won't be happy.
Look, we've got something else here we can replace the stone with, but I'm sure even you can see it's not worthy of a noble wedding, and definitely not worthy of our fine craftsmanship. Oh, if I only had someone who'd try to find the Moldavite.
Why don't you just ask me? Of course I'll try to find the stone. Just tell me where the fellow was seen last.
That fellow, as you call him, the esteemed merchant, Martin Wieseck, was last seen riding alongside the Sassau River, passing by the footbridge over the ford, to the west of here. Evidently, he never made it to Sassau town.
Well, I'll look for him, but he could be far over the mountains by now. Or under the ground.
Take care now.
I've been sent here from Talmberg. I'm to speak with the one responsible for construction.
That'd be the master builder. Or with our brother, the overseer. What matter is it you're here about?
It has to do with the stone for construction.
Ah, then that's a matter of supply. You'll want to talk to the overseer. He knows more about that sort of thing. His study is right above us, more or less. Go up the steps to the left and then head back in this direction, almost the whole way.
Can I take a look inside the monastery?
What's got into you, boy? The grounds inside the monastery belong to the monks of the Order of Saint Benedict. No others shall pass. Farewell.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I've come in the name of Sir Divish. I'd like to have a look around the spot where the accident happened.
And why is Sir Divish interested in that regrettable accident?
He'd like to know what role the masonry had in it, or at least its quality.
I guess it played a crucial role. But I don't intend to stand in the way of your investigation. I've already made sure the poor man was well taken care of, and that's enough for me.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I heard that you were late with your payment to the Talmberg quarry.
That's true. We ourselves had late payments, and it took some time before we gathered enough money to pay. But that's happened in the past.
They sent you a letter from Talmberg.
Really? Hand it over then.
Oh no, I'm not the messenger. They sent it earlier.
And it still hasn't arrived? It depends on who the letter was passed on to, but I'm sure it will find its way here in the end.
Who's in charge of purchasing materials for the construction?
Mainly it's me. I pay the fees and make arrangements for delivery, but those in charge of the actual building take care of the rest. I'm not knowledgeable when it comes to the quality of stone. They had the red stone delivered from a long way off.
They take care of storage as well.
Yes, but usually whatever arrives is used up straight away. The construction is in full progress.
Do you remember when they brought the last delivery of stone?
Yes, it rained a lot that week, so they let the carriage sit right outside of the gate on the other side of the wall. It took some time before it was dry enough for further transport.
And there wasn't anything strange about it?
A little strange, I suppose. Usually they bring us a large block of stone, which the builders cut to size. But this time it was a number of smaller pieces. No one complained. They probably saw it as less work. Farewell.
God be with you.
The Overseer sent me. You're to show me the place where the accident happened.
Like I've got time to spare to show you round. He should have done it himself. Why do you want to know, anyway?
And have you noticed anything else going on?
Of course. It's a construction site. Things are always going wrong. The men are always complaining, and the work isn't being done fast enough.
So it's just like any other building work?
Essentially, yes. Occasionally someone brings in bad wood, or a man cuts off his thumb and blames it on a bad omen, and then there's all these rumors going round.
I'd be interested to know what the men talk about.
Who's been stealing, which men from the monastery go to visit women, how the work's going, normal things. It's only the talk about the curse that's not in the normal run of things. And then there's that devil's skull they dug up.
You talked about the devil's skull?
I did. They say it was found in the hole dug for the foundation of the scaffolding. They moved it so it would do its harm elsewhere. But I wasn't there to see it, so I don't know.
And who might know more?
Shouldn't you be investigating the stone? Leszek's in charge of the scaffolding, so ask him if you really have to know. He might tell you something.
Who's stealing? Could someone be stealing the stone?
According to the rumors, everyone, from the abbot and the custodian down to the lowest laborer. It's like with whores and dice. There's no protection against slander. And something gets lost here and there, that's true. But nobody stole any stone. There wouldn't be any left if every man here started helping himself, would there?
Because of the Talmberg stone. If they really are delivering poor quality material, then there should be consequences.
I'd be interested in what kind. But I'm guessing the Overseer likes the idea of cheaper stone, right?
Where's the scene of the accident?
It didn't happen on the main site. It was at the outbuilding next to the church, right under the long stairs before the entrance door. Ask my assistant who's in charge there. You'll easily recognize him. He dresses up like he owns the place. Take care now.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I heard you found something.
It's true. I dug it up during work. I then ran away with it and got rid of it so the others wouldn't see. But rumours spread anyway.
And what was it that nobody was supposed to see?
What do you think? A demon skull.
Here, on holy ground, in the middle of the monastery.
But it was outside the monastery walls.
Where exactly? Is there anything else there worth seeing?
Nothing but scaffolding. We started digging there to set foundations for extending it.
And are you sure it was a devil's skull?
I know what I saw. I can recognize a human skull. And this one had horns, like the devil. Besides, that thing gave off a diabolical stink.
And where is it now? What did you do with it?
I was taking it down to the river to throw it in. Only I dropped it at the top of the slope and it rolled downhill. The devil alone knows where it ended up.
I'll see if I can find it.
May the Lord watch over you.
The stone fell on him here. You can still see the marks. This has to be the stone that hit him. I'll take a piece of it. Maybe someone will recognize it. Jesus, it's not as shallow as it looks. It looks genuine, but I'm not capable of judging.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I found this skull. People are saying it's the skull of a demon, but I don't know.
It certainly looks like it, with the horns and all. Well, let's see. Those are deer antlers that someone's fixed to this human skull. It's not a devil, just a bit of devilry.
I'm glad to hear it's not the real thing. Someone must have put it there deliberately, knowing that's where they were due to dig.
And they put a lot of work into it, too. The horns are held on tight, even though it was lying in water. Whoever did this was skilled bugger, and no mistake. God be with you. Who's there?
Come right up. It's a big little eyes.
Someone there? Jeez.
Hey! He's here again!
Well, I never. Henry!
Hey!
Henry!
I'm glad to see you.
Matthew! Fritz! You're alive!
Of course we're alive.
You can't get rid of us that easily.
I'm almost surprised how happy I am to see the pair of you are all right.
We are now, but we barely made it.
Yeah, it was hard. Fritz ran like a little girl.
Really?
Bollocks! Bloody joker.
Tell us what happened to you.
They gave me a pretty good thrashing as well. It was only in Rattay that I got back in my right mind.
You're not doing too well either, are you?
Right now, I'm a squire for Sir Radzig.
I see you've worked your way up.
And how are you two getting by?
It's shit.
You said it. We're still chopped off to bits. Owe the monastery a bundle. And there's no work here.
Not for anyone with more than half a brain, anyway.
No one's interested in two good carpenters in Sasau.
No one.
And we looked everywhere.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know of anything?
It will really help us out right now.
Well, I can ask around, but I'm not promising anything.
Thanks, Henry.
We'll pay off the debt. Don't you worry.
And where would they hire you to?
Well, we were carpenters in the mines. So wherever they work with wood, I suppose. Forget about construction. After Skalitz, no one will be building for a long time. Just here in Sasau, and they don't want us here. The best chance we have is to work at a mill. People always have to eat. Ideally, we're looking for a job that pays a lot and doesn't require much work.
What other neighbours of ours made it?
Your hunker's in the monastery. That girl really helped us out. That's about all we know. When we ran for it, we helped Teresa. But who knows where she is now? We got separated.
I owe my life to Teresa. She hauled me unconscious to the mill in Ratai and nursed me back to health.
I'm glad she survived. Since you know her so well, why not try asking her if she knows about any work? Good luck then.
Alright. Here.
One beer.
One beer for me.
My humble greetings. How may I help you?
Have you got a bed for the night?
Alright. For how long?
Just the one night?
No problem. But you pay in advance.
Here you are.
You've got it all to yourself. No one will disturb you.
Where do I go to sleep?
On the upper floor of the inn. There are steps up to it outside. The second door. God bless.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I feel a lucky throw coming my way. How about you?
Take care.
God bless you.
I can't wait to see how you throw.
Ale for me.
Coming.
We'll see.
I'll bring it right away. As you wish.
That's it.
Got it for you right here.
Cursed luck.
Here. Enjoy it.
My Christ, they're falling your way and no mistake.
Here. Just as you ordered.
One ale over here, please.
Your turn.
Certainly. I'll fetch it right away.
My Christ, they're falling your way and no mistake. Oh no.
One beer for me. I'd like a beer.
Ale as
Enough.
usual.
I'm done with this.
One ale over here, please.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Do you want something?
I do. And you look like the kind of fellow who knows a thing or two and wouldn't mind a bit of work that's not entirely, well, honest.
What's it about?
Here. Just as you ordered.
I'm looking for someone who knows how to dip her pockets. For a reward, of course.
Come right up.
Lucky for you that I happened along. Who do you want me to rob?
As you wish.
There's a farmer who lives in the craftsman's yard.
Here.
He made a killing supplying vegetables to the monastery. I worked for him for a while, but then he threw me out without even paying me for my labour. I'd like you to steal the groschen he owes me. And also a pouch containing an amulet he got from the herbalman. He's as superstitious as an old crone, so when he realises he's lost it, he'll have a fit.
Sounds easy enough.
It ain't quite that easy, otherwise I'd handle it myself. That fucker don't trust no one, and he's always looking over his shoulder. If you manage to nick his pouch and his coin, you can keep the groschen as a reward.
I'll be with you.
Raise the alarm! Watch out! Alarm! Just when I wanted to vent my rage on someone. God damn! Dear God.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
About that Moldavite we discussed.
Yes. Do you have some news?
Yes. The good news is I found Vizek.
That sounds like cause for rejoicing, but how come he isn't with you?
That's the bad news. He didn't survive.
Merciful God. He was a good and highly respected man. I will pray for his soul. Anyway, let me see the stone, if you would be so kind.
Of course. Here it is.
Excellent. It looks undamaged. I'll get straight to work. You can come for the finished crown tomorrow evening. Take care now.
My respects to you.
The swordsmith from the town said he was after the pieces of a sword from some Queen of Sheba. A pilgrim was selling them a while back.
I know he's after those, but he's out of luck. He should have bought it while he had the chance. I still have mine on me. It brings me good fortune, and I shan't sell it.
Not even...
Not even for a king's ransom. May the Lord watch over you.
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, sir. All right, so? I'll be with you.
Let's have a word about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Is this enough?
Come now, just a little more and we have a deal. See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
You know the head they found near the scaffolding?
What about it?
Someone put it there on purpose. After they stuck horns on it to make it look sinister.
What a ridiculous thing to do. Who's responsible? And where did he find the skull?
I don't know, but I'll try to find out. Have you seen Leszek, the scaffolder?
I saw him. What do you want with him?
I want to talk to him about the head he dug up.
Really? That's interesting.
Why?
He asked me to meet him on the scaffolding tonight, so he can tell me something important. Said he wanted to confess something.
So he did have something to do with the skull. I knew it.
Maybe. But I'd wager someone made him do it. He doesn't seem the type to come up with something like that on his own. I'm planning to go and meet him. Will you come with me?
It will be safer with the two of us. I'll go.
Very well. We'll meet at night. If I'm not down at the bottom, then look for me at the top.
All right.
Greetings. What do you need?
I'm interested in your services.
And what is it you'd like?
Proper bath. And my clothes need washing.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. May the Lord watch you.
Has your manhood been wilting of late?
If your cottage
Then
burnt
buy
down,
this
our
powder
sausages
made
will
of a
still taste
unicorn's
good.
horn.
If your husband is murdered, our sausages will be here. Come and get none.
I know you. I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you from?
What?
Of course, my dream. You were in a boat made of bone, and I put a crown of thorns on your head.
All right. Tell me about this dream of yours.
That dream. Yes, that dream has come true.
Our Lord's tasty.
I dreamt that a
Good on
young
bread
man
and
would
for
become
frying.
my
Come and get
apprentice.
it, fine people.
My
And
own
pork
pupil
crackling
in the
too.
trade of
Enjoy
miracles.
to taste. Come right up. No need to be shy.
And that's supposed to be me.
Who else? What's your name, young man?
Henry.
Henry. A powerful name. So, Henry, are you ready to become my apprentice?
Come right up. No need to be shy.
First, tell me, who are you, and what do you do?
Me? I am an unworthy, low, and miserable servant of Providence. Scholar or merchant, believer or heathen. I wander the world without home or
Come right
family,
up.
with
It's a
only
feast
my
for your eyes
wagon,
and your stomach.
offering
It's hard to
miracles
resist.
to those
You'll not
that
find
need
better
them.
meat
That's
anywhere.
who I am. Without home or kin, I wander this world with my wagon, providing the miracles that people need. Ointments, relics, aromatic herbs, rare spices, talismans and amulets for luck. All these things I have.
Mutton, veal, beef, and chicken.
Well, what exactly does it entail, becoming your apprentice?
A lot of work and strenuous labor. Knowledge of medicine, theology, and white magic. You have to study the great works of the ancients and devote your time to understanding your fellow men, listening to them, and learn to read their souls.
Salami, sausages,
That's a pretty
lardable
challenging
pies and
task.
Scratchings that make your
That's
mouth
why
water
God has
more
sent
than
you.
The finest cake.
So what do you say?
Carrots and apples picked today. to put
All right,
in my
I'll be your
oven
apprentice.
Wonderful! Oh, glorious day! I have a successor in my work.
So, how do you plan to start training me?
With a test of your practical skills.
Oh,
If your cottage burnt down,
I
our
have my
sausages will
eye
still
on
taste
3
good.
rare
If your
objects
husband
of
is
great
murdered,
value.
Our sausages will be
But
here.
sadly, they're a little
Come
difficult
get
to
none. Fruit, apples, cucumbers, onions.
but just so we're clear, I'm not stealing anything for you.
Who said anything about stealing?
But you said these are valuable things you're after. I don't suppose you can just pick them up anywhere.
Valuable for me because I know their power and strength. For an ordinary mortal, they barely mean anything.
Oh, well, that's fine then.
First, I need a tooth of Saint Procopius. Then I'll need a branch from a topping out hung on a church. And finally, a talisman for luck from a passionate player.
Bloody hell, that's a lot. All right,
Come right up.
one thing at a time.
It's a feast for your eyes and your stomachs. It's hard
About
to
that
resist.
tooth,
You'll not find
it's going to
better
be
meat
slightly
anywhere.
more complicated, isn't it?
I know. Yes, it would be very difficult to gain such a rare relic, of course. That's why I have an alternative solution.
I'm listening.
A layman named Procopius lives by the monastery, and it just so happens, thanks to my intricate medical knowledge, that I found out he has a sick tooth.
How did you find out he has a sore tooth?
As it happens, he told me at the tavern. But that's not important.
Fresh vegetables. Nuts.
And how am I supposed to get the tooth?
I haven't the faintest idea. You'll have to think of something.
Meat,
But maybe you'll be able
cured
to
and
persuade
fresh,
him to let the
from the
blacksmith
woods or
cook.
from the pen. It all tastes delicious.
Wouldn't that be swindling people?
It is, and it isn't. If I sell that tooth as the tooth of Saint Procopius, then it certainly is deceitful. But if I sell it as a tooth from Procopius of Sasau, then I'm cheating nobody.
Does it really matter whose tooth I bring then?
Of course it does. The name Procopius in this holy land is shrouded with mystical powers. Sometimes I might play a trivial trick on someone, but I assure you, I'm no swindler.
Fine, I'll get it from him.
Wonderful.
Garlic soup for the winter, onion soup for the spring.
This topping out, what's that?
You're not a carpenter, it seems.
No, I'm a blacksmith.
I see. Well, a topping out is a decorated spruce or a conifer tree hung on top of the roof of a new house to bring good fortune and God's blessing.
Well, then all we need to do is break off a branch somewhere, buy a few ribbons, and we've got our own homemade topping out right there.
You don't understand, young man. The topping out was sanctified by a priest, and it hangs on the highest church far and wide. You can't just replace it with a decorated branch.
Fair enough. That topping off is hung pretty high, isn't it?
Naturally. It hangs on the rooftop according to tradition, and the church is tall.
And how am I supposed to get it down?
Damned if I know. But they had to get it up there somehow, didn't they?
Very well, I'll get it.
Meat, mutton, veal, beef,
This
and
player's
chicken.
talisman, where am I supposed to find it?
I actually have a specific one in mind. Here at the inn, there's a dice player who always has a cat's paw with him. That's supposed to bring him luck.
A cat's paw? I thought players bring along a rabbit's paw for luck.
I thought so too. But this man is winning one game after another, so cats are clearly even more powerful than rabbits.
Oh. How am I supposed to get the talisman from him?
I haven't a clue. It won't be easy, but I'm sure you'll find a way.
It's hard to
We'll see.
resist. You'll not find better meat anywhere.
Very well, I'll get you the paw. I'll get looking for those things then.
Excellent! You do that, my journeyman. Good luck.
Will you teach me how to pickpocket better?
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics first?
Well, I'll think it over. Would you teach me more about alchemy?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
Beetroot, onions, meat,
all that
mutton,
grows in the ground,
veal,
fresh
beef, and
and
chicken.
What was that?
From the flanks of Mount Olympus.
Good men, good wives, come have a look. Don't be shy. You'll never see such fine meat. Rare spices and features, magical elixirs and alchemy, miraculous ointments.
Good health to you.
Can we do something about the price?
Well, we can try it.
Is this enough?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
What about this?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
That's a sum I can live with. Can you show me how to repair armor and weapons better?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
Vegetables, fresh vegetables.
Rare
Look,
merchandise
smell.
from
Aren't
all
they
over the
lovely?
world. And pieces of cloth all the way from the Holy Land.
My respects to you.
God be with you. Take care now. I'd like to discuss the price.
Naturally.
What do you say to this?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal. All right, so...
Jesus Christ be praised. How may I serve you? May the Lord watch over you.
Good day to you. What do you need? May the Lord watch over you.
Go!
Hey, who's there?
God save you. What can I do for you?
You must be that lucky fellow everyone's talking about.
Lady Luck has been good to me lately, true enough. But that can change quicker than you know.
People say that you get help from a lucky charm.
Is that not allowed?
No, it is. It just interests me, that's all.
Why?
I could use a paw like that myself.
Then go to the knacker. I'm sure he'll get you one.
Hand over that cat paw,
Or what?
or I'm going to start breaking some limbs, and they won't belong to a cat.
You know what? Go and yell at someone else, you mongrel. Take care now.
About that talisman of yours.
What about it?
I'd like to try that luck of yours. Let's play for your talisman.
Ah, a challenge. Good. But not now. Come and see me when I'm at the tavern.
All right. When can I find you there?
All the time, my old woman would say. She's not far wrong either. If it's open, I'll be there. Our innkeeper opens before luncheon and closes when he tires of the company.
Very well. I'll come and find you.
I can't wait. Farewell.
Wasze serce spoi, a modlitwa Paku nieba.
Is that some new kind of game?
Shit! Hey, a pickpocket! Hey, my God, I see someone stealing! There's a thief there!
Hey! Look! A thief! Thief! Help! Arrest that thief!
Guard!
Hey! You! Don't move a muscle!
Stop! Here!
You were seen stealing. This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn crime doesn't pay.
This is surely no way to treat one of Sir Radzig's men.
Try your fairy tales on someone else.
Oh well, what can I do? Here you are.
You've purged yourself before the law. And hand me over those stolen goods.
Guard! Come here, quick! There's a thief over there!
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Let's have a word about the price.
Sure, why not?
Satisfied?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
Fine, a reasonable sum.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Doesn't look good.
What? What are you talking about?
Your tooth. I bet it hurts a lot, doesn't it?
How do you know about that?
As a practitioner of the healing arts, I recognize the signs of a sick tooth. You have a bloated face, you're sweating, and the way you breathe is absolutely typical of the condition.
You're a physician?
Isn't that what I said? And if I can give you some advice, you should have it removed. There's a blacksmith down in the town.
No. There's no way I'm putting myself in the hands of that butcher.
I understand. But look here, I know about healing. I can go along with you and make sure everything goes as it should.
You do that?
Of course.
Jesus Christ. I'm a grown man and I need an escort.
You don't have to be embarrassed. Every man in the world's afraid of having his teeth pulled.
I know, but even so...
Let's go then, and get this over with.
Jesus, it's going to be really painful, isn't it?
Don't worry. It will hurt a little, but then you'll feel relieved. You'll see.
If you say so.
I don't know. Isn't it a waste of time? Maybe it'll go away on its own.
Are you mad? It won't go away, it'll just get worse. The sooner we get it out, the better.
Yes, you're right.
The sun sees high behind the clouds, the heat goes cold and the fire goes out. He's down the fishing boat's snack, here comes home the dad.
Look, I can't. It's
Try your
embarrassing.
fish heads best,
I'm a
fish
coward
high,
and I won't be able to handle it.
We're almost there. Just be a man about it.
You're right. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Hold him tight.
Let's do it.
Ah, look.
Jesus
It's
Christ,
out.
the agony.
Hey, want to keep it as a
What did I
memento?
do to
I love it.
deserve this?
Oh, all right.
The sun sets out across the skies. He loses his way to the forge he flies. Looking very far, far away, looking very far here I'll stay. My breath is short, my feet are sore. I buy a horse, I buy a boar.
Altar candles from France and pieces of cloth all the way from the Holy Land.
Asparagus and prunes.
Good day to you.
I went to look for those items you wanted.
Splendid, splendid. So show me what you've got, lad.
Salami, sausages,
The tooth of layman Procopius, which definitely isn't holy.
It isn't. But then again, one day it could be. You never know what course a man's life might take.
I suppose not. But it wasn't easy to get, so if anyone's the miracle worker here, it's me.
Calm now, don't exaggerate.
That will be all for now.
Cabbage.
God be with you.
Cabbage. Green cabbage. Get it before it goes brown.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
About that talisman of yours.
What about it?
I'd like to try that luck of yours. Let's play for your talisman.
As you wish. My talisman against your grocer.
Sure. There'd be no point in it otherwise.
Being a play. Can't wait to see how you do. That won't happen again. Surely? That's it. finished. We'll see. Now you. Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. Well, seems my luck's run out. Damn it. Seeing how I lost, I reckon that cat spot don't bring luck anymore.
Not to you, anyway. So, thanks for the game.
Garlic, carrots, beetroot, onions.
Say anything
all
back
that
to
grows in
anyone.
the ground, fresh.
He isn't the
out
man
of
I
the
married.
garden.
Tasty.
Well,
Good
well,
on
it's
bread
obvious.
and for frying.
He doesn't have
Come
enough
and get it,
yellow
fine
bile
people.
in his body.
And pork
Bile?
cutting too.
Of course.
A joy to
Vegetables,
taste.
fruits, apples, cucumbers, onions.
Humors
Come get
in his
them.
body.
What does that mean?
It was the ancients who first discovered that a person's body must have blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile in balance in order to thrive.
Come right up.
Cucumbers,
It's a
So
feast for
what
your
do you
eyes and your
advise then?
stomach.
asparagus,
It's hard to resist.
For your
You'll
man
not
to
find
get back
better
its
meat
courage,
anywhere.
you just have to take this medicine and mix it in his milk pan every Sunday. But beware, he must drink it before Mass.
And what's in it?
I went to look for those items you wanted.
Splendid, splendid.
From the yard
So
or
show
from
me
the
what
woods,
you've got.
Lean and fatty pork, chicken and
One
meat.
cat paw for luck.
Have it all. Come and
Wonderful.
see.
How did you obtain it?
You wouldn't believe it. I won it from him.
Oh, no, you don't. Now the talisman won't bring its owner luck anymore.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Oh, well,
Meat.
luckily it's a
cured and
cat's
fresh.
paw, so it has
From the
other
woods
uses.
or from the pen.
That will be
It
all for now.
tastes delicious.
Good luck to you.
Salami, sausages, lard of all kinds, and scratchings that make your mouth water more than the finest
They'll
cake.
cut you in half. And cucumbers that'll cure what ails you. Come get them.
Have you heard anything about that Lubos from the Uzits, the fellow they call Limpy?
No. What about him?
All I heard is he's dead.
Salami,
devil himself came
sausages,
for him.
meat of all shapes,
Jesus,
sizes,
Mary,
and flavours.
Why do they say vegetables? Fresh vegetables.
He was
Look,
gutted like a
smell.
fish and you
Aren't
could
they
smell the
lovely?
sulphur. I'm hardly surprised. A hellraiser he was, right for the gallows. And now he's gone to the hell he raised. I'll ask around if anyone knows anything more. Better to let it be. You take note.
Our Lord's
Don't kill me. I'll tell you everything.
Who are you?
I'm just a worker here. He told me that if I take care of you, then he'll forgive my debts. I didn't want to, but he forced me to do it.
Who sent you?
It was the master builder's helper. Young Smola.
What? He was supposed to be here as well.
He isn't. He went to the mill nearby when he found out Leshak was hiding out there.
Fuck! What am I supposed to do with you? You tried to kill me.
I was aiming to miss. On purpose. I wanted to scare you off and then say I missed. Don't kill me, please.
I won't do anything to you. I'll leave you in the hands of the monastery law.
Thank you.
It was Moller, the master builder's apprentice.
Him? How do you know?
He sent someone to kill me, who confessed he was forced to do it.
That's a serious accusation. And this man he sent, will he testify?
He can. I hauled him here. He'll confirm everything.
All right. I'll talk to him. And if he testifies...
And that's not even the end of it. Zmola's also set out to kill Leshek, who's hiding from him at the mill.
We have to stop that happening. I'll send the guards. I just hope they get there in time.
Surrender! You'll have to answer for your law breaking. You're going to cry now?